Morning world, welcome to Friday the 29th of August, and we're at Tortworth Court Hotel again. Right, you may have noticed that there's a couple of days missing out of the timeline. I did not pick up that camera yesterday and hardly at all the day before. I've got so much video shot of when we were moving straw, messing about with corn, stuff with Emma, that, you know, it's just too much to make one video per day. So it's given me a bit of time off from videoing. Anyway, that's now sort of finished. I need to get back to work. So yesterday and the day before, I was actually mainly working at home with Famous Dave. We're trying to get the oversight finished for the garden room, and as soon as that's done, we can start on the granny flat extension for my dad. But anyhow, I got a couple of things to do over. I got to go see Reg. I got to do a quote over in Thornbury, and I had a phone call from Hayden this morning saying there's a big tree down here, it's lost a big branch, and could I come and look at it? So I just got to come and find it. I don't actually know which side of the road it's on. You're not looking very clever either, are you? Right, well, we've stopped in the hotel's gardener's waste area. Have they cut it up? Is that why I can't see it? We've got to go hunting a lost branch. I think I found Arthur's hidey hole. That looks quite cosy in there. If it's pinning down rain, I can think of worse places to sit. Right, that is a fresh branch off of a beech tree. So am I looking for a beech? It's not the tree I'm looking for, but it is rather magnificent, isn't it? So look at that. That is a properly big old sycamore. Who says sycamores are weeds? That's not a weed. The Lawson cypress is not looking very happy. I don't think it's liked this dry weather very much. There's not really enough green left on there to sustain that. We'll see if that's still there in a year or two. Right, I've got to find this branch. There's a beech, is it off that one? The handkerchief tree, I think, probably, well, yeah, probably. Right, that's a big old beech, but I can't see anything missing. A couple of dead branches up here won't coming off, because obviously people park down here. Nothing obvious. I found it. There it is. And that's what it came off. So, and from here I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 Ganoderma brackets. That one's dead, which is never a good sign. That's very much alive. That's very much alive. And yeah, it looks like we lost a branch up there. On its way down, it's taken that one and that one, which is this one, with it. What a shame. We were already aware of decay in this tree, but I really don't want to cut it down. I think we may have to do something remedial to take some of the wind load. It's quite well protected by other trees in here. from storms, but you know, if it's going to start chucking stuff like that off, then you can't ignore it. Right, I'm going to think of a plan. Right, welcome back, folks. It is late, 7:24 in the evening. I've just put the phone down to Emma. Emma's rung me up. She goes, Dad, it's awful. I said, what's awful? She goes, that video with Dave and me and that bale. She goes, we look like a right pair of idiots. I said, yeah, but what did you learn? She goes, oh yeah. She said, oh no. She said, I wanted to do it like you did. And she's there trying to blame Dave, poor Dave, and he's not here to defend himself. And I go, right, okay. And I said, but you'll know how to do it next time. I said, and you know, for your benefit, I have created another video explaining how to do it properly. She goes, oh, that's going to make it worse. I go, probably, but you know what? So, yeah, I think we're probably going to see a bit more of Emma, unless she gets really, really peed off with me taking the mickey out of her. So, anyway, today's been a day of catching up with tree stuff for the tree company. Loads of places I can't take that, so not a lot of video today, but I thought, well, I'll finish today's video off with a bit of an catch up with where we are with this. So this is our garden room. That's what it is, garden room. And yesterday we got stoned up to we're not on oversight yet. Oversight is the top of these blocks, so we've got to put another inch of sand down on top of this now, then membrane it ready, or get the membrane ready for concrete. We got the waste pipe in yesterday. That's all gravelled and stoned in. God, didn't Dave ever fuss over that? A little bit here and a little bit there, bits, all these bits in there, and I come down with the barrel and go, don't you tip that in there. So he was being real picky over that. I mean, that's probably a good thing, because the last thing I want is anything running that way. I do actually want anything going down there to go that way, really. I was hoping we would have got a bit further than just this and that yesterday, but life just took over. So we have got, don't fall down the hole, don't fall down the cavity. We have got a lot of the stone in there ready to go. We've still got to get in there and dip that. So basically, to put that stone at the level, there's a string line goes across the top, and you go along, and it's got to be 4 inches. Basically, we want 4 inches from the top of there, blah blah blah, and then whack it down. So by the end of, say, Tuesday, this, that and that should all look like that. And then this part of the project is done until we get ready for concrete. And then we start on the next project, which is up there. We are actually putting an extension on the granny flat. When I say we, Dad's putting an extension on the granny flat. He's moving in with us. So we invited him, well, a couple of years ago, I said to him, actually, no, Dad, when Audrey goes, if she goes, would you like to move to the farm? And he said he would. And then last year, or no, beginning of this year, I said, it came up in conversation. I said, Dad, she might last for years and years and years. And I said, but we have got planning permission to build this. I said, we could do this and I'll just bung you in there. And he goes, all right, we'll do that. And that's kind of how this, I'm not going to go into great detail, but that's how this project started. We were going to basically convert this into another granny flat. But anyhow, Audrey passed, bless her. We do miss her. She is back home now. And we are going to go and find somewhere very nice for her over there where she wanted to go, and we're going to plant a pink flowering magnolia next to her because that's what she wanted. So she's basically coming back to the farm. Anyway, Dad's moving into the granny flat, but it's not big enough for him. He said, I want a sunroom on the side. And we said, okay, you can have that if you want it. And I said, but I can't afford it because I put all my money into this. I've got nothing left. And he said, I'll build it. I said, fair enough, then you crack on. So that's basically what's happening. We're going to get an extension on the side of our house, and it's not going to cost me a penny. So if you're all wondering how the hell I'm affording to pay all this, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. I'm hoping that he's going to be very happy in there, and he'll have many, many years of enjoying what he's going to do. So there you are. Now you're up to date. So yeah, so we got, so in here, this is about 25 tons of type 1 stone. All this, so this is a little ramp we built up to get into there with a little digger, because we're going to be doing that with Dave's digger. We've got about another 15 tons around the corner, so we've got enough to finish this off. So all the inside of this building has to be proper product type 1. We're not allowed to use anything recycled. Can't have anything recycled. It's all got to be product. It's expensive, that is. Outside here, when we've got all this leveled off and sorted out, there will be a gully going in there eventually. We've got to stuff something up the pipe for the time being, just to keep it clean. We can put recycled stone out here, but that's probably not going to be till next year. Once we've got up to oversight on this, we're going to mothball this project, partially because I don't think I'm going to have enough money to carry on with it, but partly because we're going to be concentrating on Dad's extension, because I would really, really like to have that done, and if possible, have him in for Christmas. So all that project up there is for Dad. So yeah, he's coming home. He's quite excited about it. His little dog Squeak is going to have all these friends to play with, a big garden, and you know, it's going to be a madhouse. It's going to be a madhouse, but like I said, he grew up in the big house next door. This was his dad's farm, then his farm, now it's my farm, and like he said, to him it's like coming home. So, and when they were here, they wanted to build this, but never got the chance because they moved to the family farm over at Itchington, so I built it. So he gets to live in the place where he wanted to be anyway, so he's happy. Right, I don't think there's much else really I can tell you. It is a case of, you know, it's late. We've had some rain. Oh, that's a point. I haven't seen it. How much rain have we had? Reg reckoned we'd had 8 millimetres over to the farm this morning. So that'll definitely get my, the seeds we just planted, that'll definitely get them going. How much have we had? We have had, not 8 mil, that's for sure. And there's a leaf in there, so what do you reckon? 5? Take those 2 leaves out of it, 5 mil? So not as much. So these are the 2 oak trees that somebody gave me for my birthday. One of you folks gave me those. We put them there because it reminds me to water them. So basically I water the entire bag, so it's, yeah, they're okay. They'll get planted later in the year. Tomorrow, weather permitting, tomorrow, Emma's with me again. We are taking, weather permitting, we're taking my Doosan, which is currently parked up there on the pile of stone. In fact, that bucket that's on there will do as well. My Doosan is going to Tether Farm, and we're going to go and seal that hole in the pond. And I've told Emma she can drive the digger. There's not much that she can get wrong over there, and even if she makes a bit of a mistake, it's easily repairable. So yeah, tomorrow, if you enjoy a bit of Emma, you're going to see more of her. The way this is going, I think this is a bit of a takeover bid. I think Farmer P is going to end up being a woman before long. I'm just going to be bloody Gerald or something, the lackey. I don't know. She's got the bug. I'm not going to discourage it. I'm glad one of my girls is interested. So yeah, it gives me an incentive to carry on as well. Anyway, more of Emma and Emma's humour. You'll have to excuse some of her humour. It's a little bit trashy occasionally, but well, that makes me laugh. It makes some of you laugh too. And for those who doesn't make them laugh, well, there's plenty more YouTube channels that don't have M on it, so, you know, choice. I'll see you tomorrow.